the link, it will take you to Google Play or Play Store, or I don't know, Apple Store. I'm not sure about Apple. Yeah, so from there you can just download the app. After you have downloaded the app, you have to click on your register and then click on your profile. So that is like the current thing on the one that is usually on your email when you open it on your phone, or yeah. So click on it, and then there will be like a navigation that will come, and then click on Crowdsource settings. Then after that, click on invite code, and then enter the code that is B0335A. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so if you still haven't downloaded the app, we still have like 1-2 minutes in the end of the presentation where you can be able to download. And yeah, so first of all, in order for us to be able to understand crowdsourcing and the importance of crowdsourcing, we need to be able to understand the Google's mission, and that is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. So this is majorly through the use of AI, and AI is everywhere currently. So this is from Google Photos to searching specific words, translation in Google Chrome. So I'm going to give an example of Google Photos, whereby you upload your photos in Google Photos, and then it groups them, let's say, with your face, specific foods, it's going to categorize them as one. So with this, to enable Google to achieve this mission, and that is through utilization of AI, it is required for us for people to provide more information or data, which can be able to train the AI agents into, let's say, learning different things that you want it to learn. Let's say your local language. If you want it to learn your local language, yeah, you provide it more information with, let's say, in your vernacular language. And then if you want to identify a certain object using that language name, then it can give you a feedback with that specific name and the right feedback, right? So this is just the general overview of what crowdsourcing is. So for us to be able to get a better understanding of it, we'll have a short video here. So it's like a 2-minute video. So yeah, so
you've heard of machine learning, but what is it?
Can you hear?
Machine learning is a technique that allows computers to acquire skills by looking at several examples, instead of through sets of rules. Machine learning makes it easier for you to do things every day, like searching for photos of what you love, speaking to anyone in any language, and getting you exactly where you want to go, anywhere in the world. So how do machines learn? In machine learning, computers find, identify, and learn common patterns through sets of data. For example, showing a computer many images of cars teaches it how to recognize a car in any picture. The more variety of car images we show it, the better it gets at recognition. That's why your contributions to the Crowdsource app are important. They help create and verify accurate examples for computers to learn, which in turn enables features that benefit everyone. When you verify image labels, you help apps like Google Photos and Google Lens get better at classifying photos and identifying objects. When you label the sentiment of sentences, you help Google Maps and Google Play organize reviews in your language. When you verify translations, you help Google Translate make more accurate translations in your language. So your favorite apps get better for everyone, thanks to you. As part of the global crowdsource community, you're joining contributors in your country and throughout the world to contribute millions of examples. Your responses are combined with thousands of other users' answers to determine a best response, which is called ground truth. The ground truth is fed to machine learning models that find patterns to learn specific skills, such as how to identify cars in a photo, or how to translate from one language to another. What a machine learns is limited by the data it's given. If we develop an image recognition algorithm with images from only a small part of the world, it will only recognize from that part of the world. In order for apps like photos to work well for everyone, we must train machines using images from every part of the world. By using Crowdsource, you're representing your region, language, and opinions in training data. Thank you for being a part of the community. You've heard of machine learning.
That is majorly what crowdsource is. And so as you've heard, like the data that you feed to the machine learning model, it's what is going to give you like the feedback. So if you feed it with information relating to, let's say, US, the feedback or the answers which you're going to get are majorly related to US because that's the data that it was fed into it. So let's say, for example, like it was in Amazon where they were hiring people majorly using, I think, ATS. So, but these models were fed with data that was being used in Amazon previously, and that data in that they were taking, let's say, lesser females and let's say less people of color. Now, this raises a problem in that you have the qualification, but you're not able to get it because of, let's say, your gender or your racial status. So how they did approach this problem is through the utilization of data from different organizations and not just their specific organization. So now, if they were to hire someone, they will consider a variety of things. So through crowdsourcing, now you are helping that part of, let's say, information sharing and data collection. So that if you want to get feedback relating to, or answers relating to a certain topic, you'll get it tailored to, let's say, your region, and also to your, let's say, if you're doing a research, to your research in a specific region. So this, for instance, if you were to search for a bride, this is a typical bride, even, I guess, in your mindset. So, but we have, let's say, different cultures, and different cultures have different ways in which they can show a bride. Let's say for Maasai, a bride may not be in this, is it a gown? Yeah, that white thing. So they may not be wearing that. They may be in shukas, and yeah. So and also the case for the Hindus. So I don't know if this is a Hindu or Muslim. Yeah, so they won't be in those cozy white dresses. So for you to be able like to identify your culture, then there is need for you to be able to provide the information to the AI model so that it may be able to identify what identifies you, those people from a specific culture. Because if not, you'll just be getting the white, bright side of view. I don't know if white is right because it's also in Kenya, yeah, but you get it. So this also comes to things like food. So there are local foods and those foods which the person who built the model fed into, this is the model, right? The data that he fed into the model. So if you are to search for the specific two food types, you'll just get what he fed and what he trained the machine learning model with. But you won't get, let's say, if you want a local food, a local cuisine, you will not be able to get that. So how you can be able to, let's say, mitigate this challenge is by you uploading into the crowdsource image, identifying this is a specific type of food type, right? You say, yeah, this is pasua. Like for people, most people in Korea can say, yeah, this is pasua. You say this is samosa, chapati, and yeah, so confused food, yeah. So that is that. So for that to be able to do, you have to upload a lot of data in order for that machine learning model to be trained, right? And So this is the same as the one that I was saying. You have to, for you to be able to get different food types from different cultures and nations, you have to provide that information. Without that information, there is no way you will be able to get what you want. Let's say if you want githeri in that specific name, then you are not able to get it. But if you could upload that image and say this is githeri, right? You'll be, when you search for githeri on, let's say in Chrome or on your browser, you'll be able to find it. On your Google Photos, when it's grouping the images, you can be able to see this is maize and beans. So this is what it makes. Githeri. And yeah, so that is that. So for instance, what can you see that as the difference between these two? Are they the same food types or is there any difference? Well, what's the difference, Brian? You can unmute. Brian? Hello. Can you hear me? Right. Yeah, I didn't say it's the flour. The flour like flour, unga, or the flour. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's the flour, the green rods, the green greens is the difference. Okay. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm laughing. Yeah, the answers are really nice. Okay, so yeah, maybe you can just continue. Yeah, so from this picture, there's a difference, and so there are different food types, right? Although you may not agree with me. So this is what is known as name in Vietnam, and the other one is papayas. Yeah, that name is that in Singapore. So for you to be able to, let's say, make out the difference between the two, you'll have to like have a higher quality picture so that you can be able to see the details from, let's say, those roles and see, this is name and this is papaya. And for you to be able to make that difference and to get that high quality image for, let's say, to get the accurate results, you have to provide let's say, the AI model with high quality images, right? So this is not just about contributing to the AI, to the it's not just crowdsourcing, but also contributing high quality images, right? So for you to be able to make the difference. And then, yeah, so we have maybe this one. So what's the difference? Okay. Dan is saying the texture. No, your comrades are hungry. Seeing food. Okay, yeah, we can just continue. Yeah, so this is just the same. This papaya basa in there in Malaysia, and this the other one name in Vietnam. So there are some differences, but also you have to provide higher quality resolution images and not just a single image. but it's supposed to be like a huge data set. So that is why we don't just require, let's say, crowdsourcing from a single individual and say, yeah, that's all that we need to be able to identify this thing. So it requires, let's say, everyone's input to be able like to identify, yeah, this. Let's say if this was a mandazi and this is a mahamri. So how can you be able to tell the difference between the two? And yeah, so that is that. Spot the difference between the two. This one is easy. But they're all animals. What's the difference there? Or are they just animals? Depends on the angle in which you are viewing it from. Are you typing or are you sleeping? Are you sure these are not dogs? Yeah. Look in, look. Yeah, so the first one is Chihuahua. Yeah, that one, and then the other one is chocolate cookie. So yeah, so this also just about training the model with higher quality images. So if these were like low resolution images, it may not be able to find a distinction between the two, and that they're all brown. You can say these eyes are just like some chocolate patches on the dog. Yeah. Yeah. So to solve the problem, so we'll need to get millions of images around the world to train the machine learning model. That's what I was saying. You don't just require a contribution from a single person. So it is from a huge number of people, so that this information can be, let's say, impactful or useful. Because if it's just one person, then the results may be biased. So it just depends with how you call it. So from the many contributions, we get the number of contributions which match, I'll say. And yeah, so from that, then you can say, yeah, this is nevertheless this. So this is another one. So you can train ML for data example for different local foods. So this is what I'm saying. You just provide it with various local foods so that if you want the various food types from, let's say, your culture, then you can be able to get that information from your model and also from Googling and from your Google Photos categorical grouping. So this is things related to the food, because up there you are differentiating between NAM and papaya was quite hard. But if someone had like a chef, so they can be able to identify these things, right? But for you, you'll not be able to see the distinction. So if they do crowdsourcing, then you can be able to say, yeah, this is NAM. So this is just the same thing in terms of language translation. If you search for something in English and then search for something in, let's say, your local language, what is the information or the description that you're going to get about that specific type of, let's say, an animal, that food type? So if you are to search for, let's say, githeri, or yeah, this is that a lot. Yeah, so the amount of information which you're going to get back is not that much if you were to search on githeri using the English name. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So if you were to use the English name, then you'll find a more elaborate description about the food, how it is made, where it originates, and yeah. But if you were to search it using, let's say, your local language, then there is some mismatch of information. And so this is another example. So if you see this person, on is it a cliff? So this it looks scary to some. It just looks okay to some people. It's exciting, fun. So it depends on the culture, right? So this, let's say for the case of the Maasai men who usually have their ears, very huge piercing or just cut. So to them, it's beauty or fun, I guess. But for you, you may wonder if this person and such a painful experience to have to make that big hole, right? But for you, because you don't understand their culture, then you may see this is not a good thing. But if they provide information and the benefits of that, which I don't know, then you may be able to say, it's okay to do that. And it's just beauty. And so, this is now we get why we crowdsource. So that was all about crowdsourcing. And so crowdsource is just for you to be able to provide with Google AI more information for you to be able to identify things, to be able to provide accurate feedback, to be able to provide the answers which are tailored to your specific questions, let's say your culture, to your click, to your, So it's majorly an Android application. So I don't know if it is in Mac, I'm not sure. Not Mac, Apple. But if you have a laptop, an Apple phone and an Android laptop, then you can still contribute because you can be able to access it via the web. So crowdsource Android web apps allow users to answer quick questions in a gamified way. So by this, it means like a game where you're, let's say if you're doing a text translation, you are just translating let's say text from English to Swahili. You can be able to do one for, let's say, French to English, French to Swahili, depending on the languages which you know. I'm just speaking just a single example. So also, if you're interested in, let's say, fun of taking pictures, you can just be taking pictures and say uploading to the crowdsource. You just and the titles of what you have taken. Say, this is this, this is this. So there are a lot of benefits which we're going to discuss at the end of this, of when you crowdsource. And so this is now where we get to how we can contribute. First of all, before we do that, has everyone downloaded the app? Or is the majority of the people downloaded the app? Okay. So we can maybe start with this. And then, so from there, if you have maybe any other question regarding to how you can contribute, then you can feel free to reach out to me. I'll share my links in the group. So how you can contribute. So we are going to do one for text translation. So you just go into your Crowdsource application. Okay, so I'm doing the text translation one because it's more easier compared to the other ones. That's the one I've interacted with most. So in your dashboard, when you register to your Crowdsource app, you have a dashboard like this. Are you seeing it? Yeah. Are you seeing it? Okay. So what you can do is go and scroll down to text translation. So there's a notebook and a pen. So it's on the last part of the last card. So just click on it. Yes. Okay. So I was saying, let me just go back. So this is the dashboard, right? Everyone is here. Those who have the app.
Leo, I think the audio is breaking kidogo.
Okay.
Is there a way you could share your screen? You could join by your phone and share your screen that way.
Okay. I bet.
Mm. Okay, for those who joined, kindly click on the link I've sent in the chat. That will enable you to download the app, and then once you're done, you enter that invite code, the B0335A. So as you wait for Clear to join, you can be doing that. Yeah. Has anyone encountered any issues?
Dropped. So, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. So my internet's dropped. So I'm back. So let me just join in using my phone, and then can continue. Mhm. I don't think it's possible to share it from my phone.
So just drop off on one and then continue.
Okay. Maybe I'll just the process, and then I share it in the group. Is that okay? guess that's better. Okay, yeah, so we can just continue and then I'll share how you can contribute. Okay. Am I audible? Hello.
Hello. I think you.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't hear you clearly.
Still, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we missed the
Yeah.
last
So
statement you said
okay, I was saying
about the
that
group.
I'll create a PowerPoint presentation on how you can create an account, how you start contributing to your interested areas, and then I share it in the group.
So.
Okay. Yeah, so this is just basically about contribution. So even there's some photo here. So when you let's say on your page, on your dashboard, you just click on, let's say, what you want to contribute in. Let's say if it's text translation, image recognition, just click on it and then it will give you the direction on what to do. So the instruction, let's say it's text translation, you just, let's say, translate from English to Swahili or Swahili to English. So it will give you like a Swahili word phrase and then gives you, let's say, an English word phrase and Swahili, and then you say, is this okay? If it's okay, just click yes, and else you just click no. So by doing this, you're helped in making a difference. Let's say if you want to use this data in, let's say for your project, let's say for someone is interested in doing machine learning projects, you may require data, let's say to do with, if you are building a language model, so a language that can be used for things like text translation. So if you are building that, then you want it to have information that is accurate, right? So that is useful, right? So by contributing to this, you can be able to just say, if I don't know if it's possible at this point, if they have open source the data, but you can be able, let's say, use this data to your project, feed into your model, and now train your language model and use it, let's say, to make text translation, use it in things like a chatbot for customer service. And yeah, so there are tons, many things which you will be helping through contributing to the crowdsource. And it's not just about you contributing; it's about genuine contribution. So don't just no, yes, no, yes, no. And so it's supposed to be a genuine contribution. So if you don't understand something, just skip. There's no penalty for that. Just skip what you know. Just contribute. Click on yes. So this is how you make impactful contribution. So understanding the question. This is for the case, let's say for the case of text translation, you understand the question, answer what you think is correct. Move on if you're not sure, right? So you understand the question, answer what you think is correct, and then you move on if you're not sure. So let's say for the case of text translation, I'm giving from the point of what I've majorly been contributing in. So if you give a text translation and then, because this is not just you who is contributing to the crowdsource platform, right? So if your answer matches with various people, then you get, let's say, agreement points. So with these points, you can be able to participate in a leaderboard. So when so first of all, let me just go back. So during this contribution, you get to various levels. Let's say you start at, when you're just beginning, you may be at level 0 or 1. So if you do your contribution, you may move up to level 5. So, and there are some benefits which come with different levels. Let me just send them for you, and then so when you start contributing, let's say from level 0 to level 3, you get a level badge, which you can boast with it on your all platforms, LinkedIn, with those good English. And then, so if you reach from level 4 to level 7, you get a community newsletter. So this community newsletter, you are invited to crowdsource events. And yeah, so that is that. And then when you get to level 2, you are posted in the Facebook page. And also, when you get to level 7, that is the community part, you're also invited to, let's say, a machine learning bootcamp by Google, where it's free. You're just trained by the Googlers about machine learning, the technical parts of it, not just the crowdsourcing bits of it. This is just you contributing to the machine learning. And also through the contribution, now you're able to understand, yeah, this data that I'm feeding into the machine learning model, how is this impacting the future of Google, and also the information that is provided to other people in, let's say, the globe who are using the Google product, right? So when you contribution, as a word to you, they may give you it's not like a scholarship, it's like a boot camp where you are trained on machine learning by the Googlers, and also you'll be given a certificate. And also when you reach to level 35, you get a certification of distinction. So that is the certification of participation. So this is like open sourcing through crowdsource. So you get your like an open sourcing certification when you get to level 35, right? And then after that, you just become a contributor. And through these contributions, you're an influencer. So you may start, let's say, now, for those who are less school, even if you are going to finish school earlier. So you start contributing now. After, let's say, this tenure ends, then the people who are selected to be the Google Crowdsource ambassadors, let's say for campuses, and also those who are selected to be the global ambassadors. So the global the ambassadors for campus ambassador is just for campus centered. The global one is both campus and the region which you are in. And if you get to the crowdsource contribution, also invited into technical talks about recruitment. Like yesterday, there was a talk from Google, I guess from the product manager. It was virtual, so they shared it in the group. So those are some of the benefits to get, and also you'll be invited to the crowdsourcing events and also meetups. You'll get swags. Also, for those who are going to contribute from now, from today, I guess, using the link that I've shared, I have some. So we have, if you can see it. Yeah, so, okay. I'm saying, please repeat what you said. Did you hear? Or I can just repeat it later. I'm missing. Yeah, so I was saying that we'll create a PowerPoint presentation on the steps from registration to start when you start contributing to the crowdsource. So here are some of the stickers. So there are many, I guess there are enough for everyone. And also we have some notebooks that is from crowdsource. There are also enough for everyone. And you have some pens. Here, sure you can see them. Yeah, so we have some pens. And also, yes, we have 2 shirts. Yeah, so the 2 shirts will go to someone who will have the most contributions. They won't be going to everyone in the group. Yeah, so if you have the most contributions, then you'll be able to get the shirts. And also, when you still do the contribution, you get your own delivery of the merchandise. So I'm just giving you what I received, but also you'll get yours. Okay. So as I had stated earlier, there's a community which you are invited into. So it's a global thing. And for us, we are in the sub-Saharan Africa. So not like the whole of Africa. Yeah. So this part that we are in, the crowdsource event that we're in now, is part of the sub-Saharan Africa. And yeah, so there are different communities, let's say from Ethiopia, Nigeria, all those, you can name them, yeah. So, and also Kenya. So we are the Kenyans now. So it's there. You can go and crowdsource or visit the web, and if you don't have an Android, you can do it via the web. Yeah, and read more about Crowd. Thank you. Is there any question? Hello? Is there any question?
Yeah. So I have one. So how long
Okay.
will this whole process take? Like it's first the person who reaches, say, a certain point number, then they
Okay.
get that swag, then that's it. It's
Okay. So the contribution process usually is not like you can move from one level to the next very fast. So you can even start right now, and when the meeting ends, you'll be at level 5. So from then I can just check, yeah, maybe at level 5, give you some notebooks and stickers. And then so from level 5, then you'll be onboarded to the crowdsource team, and you can be selected as the influencer, crowdsource influencer. So there can be very many influencers. So it's not just a single person. So you can be an influencer, you can be, anyone can be, as long as you just keep on contributing. You'll be invited to these events when you reach let's say level 7. You can reach level 7 today. When you get there, I'll check it. I'll send you your gifts. Is it okay, Adrian?
Yeah, that's fine. So thank you.
Okay. So the text or link or the code. Hi, Jesse. Is it the link or the code? You can just talk about both of them. Yeah, so for the code, if you have the app and you're registered, what you can do is just click on your profile icon up there. When you click on it, you'll have crowdsource settings. Click on crowdsource settings. After that, click on invite code and then enter the code, that is B0335A. And then you'll be onboarded under the CUEA chapter. If you don't have the app, you can click this link. You'll get to download the app, and yeah, so you'll be already under the CUEA chapter. Okay. Any other question? Yeah, thank you, Gabriel. Yeah, so if there's no other question, I guess we are done. And yeah, and thank you for your time. And yeah, just before we go, maybe I can ask how many people have the app? If you just have the app, you can have downloaded the app. Yes. Or yeah, something like that. Thanks, Lorna. There, Lorna is from very far. You should connect with her. She is from big universities in Kenya. Reach out to her. She has some good tips. Some nice. Okay. I'm saying yes, yes. Very nice. Okay, yeah. So thank you. That's all. Then yeah, feel free to drop the call. Yeah, Adrian, maybe you can remain back. Okay.